I'm here with Vincent Bryant, CEO of Deepki. And my question to you is, how does ESG fit into the context of the energy crisis?
You know, climate change is no longer a maybe assumption. We all need to take our responsibility. And there's an industry, the real estate industry, that stands for more than a third of the CO2 emission in the world, because the way we use building and the way we build building has an impact on the CO2 emission, dramatic impact. And today, in this context, the real estate industry understood that it needs to move very quickly in order to become net zero. And the fact is that if you want to save CO2 emissions within a given building, you need to reduce the energy consumption, because in terms of Scope 1 and Scope 2, energy consumption is the main contributor to CO2 emissions. And in this context of energy crisis, it becomes even more relevant, and it becomes the top of the agenda of all real estate players to take care about this issue. Why? First, because there's a regulatory framework, especially in Europe, around the transition towards net zero. Second is because asset managers want to protect the value of their assets. And third, it's because the energy prices are rising so quickly and so dramatically, and it becomes a key point to reduce costs for tenants and to protect the attractiveness of the assets.
So what signals are you picking up from this edition of EXPO Real, maybe compared to previous years, not just about energy, but also about ESG?
It's a very interesting question, because in previous editions, the topic of ESG and energy was held by people that are in charge of ESG, CSR, sustainable development. Now it clearly becomes a top of the agenda topic for head of asset management, CEOs, managing directors, fund managers, asset managers. And the people we met these days are mainly operationals, people who are on the field managing assets and taking care of them.
And Deepki was one of the first companies to really address ESG, maybe before it became fashionable. How do you feel about, do you think it's moving fast enough, or should it move faster in terms of companies embracing this?
You know, coming back 8 years ago, when we started this venture, we wanted to have a massive impact on the real estate industry to save energy, to save CO2 emissions, and to transition towards net zero. And actually, it's funny, because coming back in these days, there were three main obstacles. The first one was to raise awareness among the industry to take care about this ESG topic. The second one was to get a comprehensive overview with enough relevant and consistent data to figure this out, where to invest, what to purchase, how we should refurbish assets. And the last one, still active, is execution, implementation. And today it's amazing, because since the Corona crisis, everybody is aware about this topic and is willing to have a positive impact on climate change. Thanks to technology and players like Deepki, we solved the second issue. But now remains one issue, which is execution, implementation. We need to refurbish as quick as possible assets in order to protect not only the planet, but mankind.
Vincent, thank you very much. That's really, in a nutshell, kind of summarized ESG, especially with the energy crisis we're having at the moment. So thank you very much.
Thank you.